TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and even Pinterest are all steering us in the direction of video content. And while in theory, creating these short form videos like Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, and Pinterest video pins is simple, if you do not have the right video editing software, it can take way more time than it needs to and can be insanely infuriating, which is why in this video, I'm going to share with you my personal preference for a recommended video editing app, INSHOT, and give you a brief tutorial. As an added bonus, I should mention that INSHOT is extremely affordable as they offer the following options. A free version, which is of course somewhat limited, a $3.99 per month option for the Pro version, a $14.99 per year option for the Pro version, or a $34.99 option for the permanent Pro version, meaning that you pay $34.99 and get to use the app indefinitely. Hi y'all, I'm Vivian Walton with The Seasoned Marketer, where we're seasoned marketing enthusiasts, educators, and small business advocates dedicated to helping you grow your small business. So before I walk you through a brief tutorial of how to use INSHOT, let me give you two really big reasons of why I personally love using INSHOT. First and foremost, I have found it to be way more reliable than creating these short form videos on the social media platforms themselves. Perfect example, when I would create an Instagram Reel in the Instagram app, inevitably, every time I would hit publish, my text would get jacked up and I wouldn't know what I was doing or how I could prevent it. It would stretch the text out or it wouldn't shade it appropriately like it was showing in the draft version. And so I just didn't want to deal with that anymore, and I found that by using INSHOT, it helps to prevent a lot of it, because when I download the video to upload it onto these social media platforms, the video looks exactly like it does in its draft form, so it does help to alleviate some of that stress. Secondly, by using INSHOT, it allows me to be able to create one video that then I can repurpose on the different social media platforms. I can use the same video for Instagram Reels, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and even Pinterest now. And the best part is that because I use the Pro version, whenever I am downloading this INSHOT video, it has no watermark on it. So unlike if you were creating a video on TikTok and then downloading it to repurpose it on Instagram Reels and it has that TikTok watermark on it, you're not gonna have any watermark on it if you're using the Pro version of INSHOT. And I really like that I'm able to repurpose that content really easily. All right, so now let me log into my phone to show you how I use INSHOT to create a video. First, we're going to go to the INSHOT app and log in. You'll have three choices here: video, photo, and collage. You will want to select the video. At the top, there's going to be a green button that says new. Select that to create a new video. You'll notice that here it pulls up my library of videos that I have stored on my phone. And so I'm going to select this last one here that I want to utilize at 3 minutes and 49 seconds. I'm going to hit that green check mark button at the bottom right hand corner. It then loads the video into INSHOT, and I have the following options across the bottom: canvas, music, sticker, text, filter, pip, pre-cut, split, delete, background, speed, crop, volume, voice effect, replace, duplicate, reverse, rotate, flip, and freeze. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start by splitting the video and cutting out the sections that I don't need. So I'm going to look to see where the video, where my first clip is going to go. That you are meant to do more, to contribute more, or just to follow a different path outside of your typical 8-to-5 job. I want you to listen very carefully. I want you to listen very carefully. Okay, so it seems like I have found the first part. I want you to listen very different path outside of your typical 8-to-5 job. So I'm going to select split right here, and I'm going to go to the beginning of where it starts, which it looks like it's going to be right here. Oh, and and I'm going to split that part right there. So then I'm going to select the part that I don't need, that 11 seconds before my first clip actually starts, and I'm going to select that and hit delete. So now I'm going to play the first clip. If you have this overwhelming feeling that you are meant to do more, to contribute more, or just to follow a different path outside of your typical 8 to 5 job. Okay, so that's the first clip, and now the second one. I want you to listen very carefully. It is okay to start something without a long-term plan. Back in 2017, I was putting together, back in 2017, I was without a long-term plan. All right, so I found the second clip, and I'm going to split that and delete the part that I don't need prior to that. So split that, and then the part that I can delete prior to that second clip, that 3 seconds, I'll remove that. Now, you have an option here. If you notice, there's a little slash down here at the bottom where the 2 clips are merging. If you click it, it will pull up transitions. So if I want to have a transition from one clip to the next, I can. You know, it'll do anything from blacking out to spinning the video. They have some pretty cool options here. However, I'm not going to use it for this particular, for merging these 2 clips, simply because they're pretty short, and so I don't want to have an effect that's going to take away from anything that I'm saying in the next clip. Notice there's also an option here that says apply to all clips. So let's say I go through and I clip my video together, and I come back to the first one, and then I select a transition. From there on out, if I select apply to all clips, it will then apply it to the rest of the video wherever I have it snipped or clipped. So that saves a lot of time as well. I do think the transitions are pretty cool because it does elevate the video just a little bit compared to anything that you're perhaps doing in the Instagram app or TikTok app. So I'm just going to go back to not having a transition on there, which is that circle with a slash through it, and I'm going to select that check mark. So now I'm going to continue clipping it, and I'm going to come back once I've clipped all of this to show you how I go about inserting text. All right, so now that I have clipped the video together, I'm going to go in and actually crop it because I want to zoom in a little closer. So now that I've adjusted it, I'm going to add some text. This right here is where my first set of text is going to go. And I'm going to select text and type "it is okay." I'm going to make this as large as I would like for it to be. And notice I'm going to place it. I can drag this green box longer or make it shorter so that way I can get the text exactly where I want it to go. And I don't like how it's capitalizing that first word, so I'm just going to come in here and delete that capital I. So now I can also add images or icons as I wish, and so I'm going to find where I want my first set of icons to go, and I'm looking through to see what I want to place in here. I'm going to use this time clock because I'm referring to time. And I'm going to do the same thing by dragging this yellow box so that I can place the icon where I want it to go in the video. And I'm going to drag it and move it over here. Now I'm going to add more text and icons and then show you the final product. And here is the final video. If you have this overwhelming feeling that you are meant to do more, to contribute more, or just to follow a different path outside of your typical 8-to-5 job, I want you to listen very carefully. It is okay to start something without a long-term plan. Back in 2017, I was responsible for not only planning, but also executing a groundbreaking ceremony for the healthcare organization that I worked for. The groundbreaking ceremony went extremely well, and afterwards I had a foreman that was working on the same project approach me with his wife in tow to tell me that they owned a storage facility up in Ohio and that he really wanted to do the same type of thing for their small business. At that point, I gave him all of the material that I had put together for the press packet and explained to him a little bit about some of the items that he would want to do in order to get the same type of media coverage. I went home later that day knowing that there were other small business owners out there that could use some of the knowledge and experience that I had gained in over 10 years of marketing experience. And at that point, I knew that I had to do something to share that information. So what started off as making one really short video that was a minute long every week turned into marketing tutorials that I have been doing for the past couple of years, and then turned into a full-fledged business. Had I not taken that first step though in warming up and getting used to being in front of the camera, I would not have been able to build off of that. You don't have to know what this is going to look like 5 or 10 years down the road. If you have an idea, just take action on it today and allow it to morph and grow organically. If you have already started your journey though into entrepreneurship or into small business ownership, head over to the Seasoned Marketer where you can find over 150 marketing videos that could help you save time and money when it comes to marketing your business. If you're looking for an affordable and easy to use video editing app to help you create videos that you can share across multiple social media platforms, I highly recommend that you give INSHOT a try. If you like this video, remember that every Monday we release a video just like this that could help you save time and money when it comes to marketing your business. Thanks again for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week, same time and place.